We're concerned about the impact on increased class size. We're concerned about the health and safety of the buildings as custodians are cut. We're concerned in general about not being able to recoup the losses later, especially if the House version goes through where the cuts have been permanent, as opposed to the Senate side where the cuts in personnel would not necessarily be permanent.
How devastating do you think these cuts will be if they go through as we see them now?
Devastating. It has been so overused
Right.
lately that it's hard to imagine. When we talk about losing 13,000 education professionals across the state, I don't think we've ever seen that before, so we're not sure how that will wind up looking. And as Ms. Bircher mentioned, with the new revenue projections coming up next week, we may be talking even more people. Devastating, dire, catastrophic, all of those words fit this situation.
And yet, you see the situation the state's in. I mean, a $3 billion gap in the budget, which is going to go higher. How do you reconcile your desire to be protected when so much is?
It's certainly a valid point, and we are not unaware of the economic crisis that's around us. One of the things that the House and Senate both did, however, was reject any effort to raise revenue in order to fill some of the gap by rejecting the governor's proposal for raising the cigarette tax and also not taking a look at the land preservation tax. And so it's on them that they had an opportunity to raise some revenues in a way that would not impact all of the citizens of Virginia, and they chose not to do that.
It seems like on those issues the die is cast, but are you still hoping to
make an impact.
To make an impact and to change some of those decisions?
We're still hoping that the overall decision will be to have the cuts be as minimal as possible and to have them be temporary, so that when the economy does begin to turn around, we can get back to business more normal. We're also very hopeful that the federal government's decision about the stimulus package will help to ease a little bit the burden on Virginia. And so we're waiting to see how that's all going to play out in Washington.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
We're just hoping that parents will pay attention and get involved and be part of this conversation, so that as we go through it, we understand we're all working together for the benefit of the children of Virginia.